Spring into Spring event, Mega Lopunny's debut, Baneri Spotlight Hour, Sustainability event, Grimer Spotlight Hour. Okay, so before we jump into the April 2021 Pokemon GO timeline, let's talk about what's going to be available the entire month of April. So April's research breakthrough encounter is the Male Blue Frillish, which was previously only attainable by PvP in Go Battle League and climbing up the ranks until you're able to encounter Frillish in one of the reward tracks. But now it's going to be available in the research breakthrough encounter, so anyone can have access to it. Next, every Monday throughout April, we'll get a free bundle in the shop for you to claim, which will have a free remote raid pass plus other items. So just make sure every week you claim your free bundle. Now we can jump into the timeline. So on April 1st, the Team Go Rocket Time Research will become available to everyone. Hopefully everyone will get it because this is the first time that Niantic is putting a Super Rocket Radar to encounter Giovanni in a time research versus the special research that we've been given every month before. So this time is a little bit different because you only have a week to complete this Team Go Rocket time research before it expires and goes away. So if you completed the latest Team Go Rocket special research that you got in March, then you need to make sure that you complete the time research that you get in April, the first week of April, from April 1st to April 8th, in order to get another Super Rocket Radar to encounter Giovanni again. If you got a Super Rocket Radar already in your bag and you haven't used it to battle Giovanni yet, you might be able to stack with the one you get from the time research in April, so just keep that in mind. The most important takeaway from this is that you make sure you understand that this Team Go Rocket time research has an expiration date on April 8th and you need to complete it before April 8th, before it goes away, in order to get another Super Rocket Radar in order to encounter Giovanni again. If you encounter Giovanni in April, you'll encounter a Shadow Zapdos for you to catch. Don't worry, I'll mention the reminder again in a minute or so. So we're still on April 1st, and just a reminder, Therian form Tornadus will still continue to be in raids for a couple more weeks. So the next thing I want to talk about, I just want to be clear, there has been no official announcement by Niantic yet, but the event title was data mined. So there could potentially be a April Fool's Day event coming up. We're not exactly sure if it will happen or when it will happen because they already announced the Spring into Spring event already. So just keep in mind that there might be a surprise event or not labeled as the April Fool's Day event. So just keep an open mind. Again, it has not been confirmed yet, so we'll just wait and see if they'll pull a spontaneous announcement about this event out of nowhere. Moving on to the next day, on April 4th, we have the Spring into Spring event starting. So the Spring into Spring event will feature spring-themed Pokemon. Shiny Bunnelby will make its debut, and Chansey will have the flower crown on his head. In addition, we'll have some egg bonuses like reduced egg hatch distance and some extra Stardust from hatching Pokemon. In addition, on April 4th, Mega Lopunny will be making its debut in Mega Raids. And this is kind of significant because this is the first fighting type Mega Pokemon to make its debut in Pokemon GO. So now players can evolve a Lopunny into Mega Lopunny and boost the other fighting type Pokemon that they're raiding with. While Mega Lopunny isn't the greatest with its limited fighting moveset, its greatest benefit will be boosting the other fighting type Pokemon that is raiding with. So if you have your eyes set on getting that Mega Lopunny and using it in raids, make sure you try to swipe and dodge in between attacks in order to try to keep it alive as long as possible in raids. Moving on to the next day, we have April 6th, which is a Tuesday, and this will feature a Baneri Spotlight Hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. The bonus for that Spotlight Hour is double transfer candy. So if you have a lot of legendary Pokemon with low IVs, that is the hour to use to transfer all those and get the extra candy. Moving on to the next day, on April 7th, on a Wednesday, we have the Therian form Tornadus raid hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. As a reminder, throughout this entire season, the Season of Legends, we'll get extra XP from doing raids. So if you see an opportunity to do a lot of raids at once, you might want to consider popping a lucky egg to get a lot of XP all at once. Moving on to the next day, on April 8th, we have the Spring into Spring event ending, and we also have the time research, the Team Go Rocket time research expiring as well. So make sure before April 8th you complete the Spring into Spring event collection challenge, and you also complete the Team Go Rocket time research to get your Super Rocket Radar to encounter Giovanni. Hopefully I made it very clear about the Team Go Rocket time research. Moving on to the next day, on April 11th, which is a Sunday, we'll have the Snivy Community Day, which will run from 11 a.m. to 5 p.m. And the bonus for this Community Day is triple catch Stardust, so make sure you have start pieces for that event. Moving on to the next day, on April 13th, we have Therian form Tornadus leaving raids, and Therian form Landorus will be making his debut and replacing Tornadus in legendary raids. So some players have brought up the question if taking a picture of Therian form Landorus will count towards the task in the Season of Legend Special Research, take a snapshot of Landorus. And the answer to that is yes. You can take a picture of either Therian form Landorus or Incarnate form Landorus for that to count. And then as long as you have a Tornadus or a Thundurus for the other snapshot task, then you're all good to finish that special research. So if you need a reminder on the counters to use against Therian form Landorus, just use ice types. Any ice types that you use against Tornadus or Thundurus will work against Landorus. So Mamoswine or Glaceon or Weavile, or any other accessible ice types that you may have. If you still have your counter team that you used against Rayquaza, you can use that as well. In addition, on April 13th, we have another new event starting, and this event is called the Rivals Week event. So based on its title, we can probably expect Pokemon with some kind of rivalry relationship to be featured. Maybe we'll see Pokemon like Seviper and Zangoose globally, or even Durant and Heatmore. The announcement did hint about new Pokemon coming during this event, so maybe we'll get new Pokemon like Spritzee or Pancham. I want to be clear that those are just my guesses and those have not been confirmed. Lastly, on April 13th, which is a Tuesday, we can expect a Mankey Spotlight Hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And that bonus for that Spotlight Hour will have double XP from evolving Pokemon. Moving on to the next day, on April 14th, we have Therian form Landorus having its own raid hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Again, if you see the opportunity to do multiple raids at once, you might want to consider using a Lucky Egg. Moving on to the next day, on April 18th, we'll have the Rivals Week event ending. Why did they put the word week in the event title when it doesn't even run for a full week? Have you guys wondered that too? Moving on to the next date, on April 20th, we have another event starting called the Sustainability Week event. Again, it's not even a full week event. So this event will feature yucky Pokemon like Grimer and Trubbish, and even pollution Pokemon like Coughing. Maybe Shiny Trubbish will make its debut during this event, because Grimer already has its shiny out and Coughing already has its shiny out, so it'll be nice to have a shiny Trubbish to search for and to hatch from those 12-kilometer eggs. In addition, on April 20th, it is a Tuesday, we'll have the Grimer Spotlight Hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. and this Spotlight Hour will have the bonus Double Catch Stardust. Moving on to the next day, on April 21st, we have the Therian form Landorus having another raid hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Then moving on to the weekend, on April 24th, we'll have a Friendship Day event. Now this event might mark Sylveon's debut, but we're not sure yet. That's just pure speculation. It has not been confirmed if Sylveon will be coming later this month. We could be hopeful. I'll be hopeful. Maybe if we all believe really hard and chant I believe, we'll get Sylveon by the end of the month. Moving on to the next day, on April 25th, we'll have the Sustainability Week event ending. So the next thing I'm going to mention hasn't been confirmed yet by Niantic, but the event title was data mined. So we could potentially get a Earth Day event coming up towards the end of April. Now keep in mind that the event title was only data mined, so it hasn't been officially announced by Niantic, and we don't even know if it's something that will actually happen. So just keep an open mind that there might be a Earth Day event coming up or not. So moving on to the next date as we draw closer to the end of April, on April 27th, Therian form Landorus will be leaving raids, and all 3 Incarnate form legendaries will be returning back to raids to replace Landorus. Ugh, really? If you missed out on getting any of the shiny Incarnate forms from the beginning of March to mid-March, then this would be the opportunity to get those shinies. And lastly, on April 27th, which is a Tuesday, we'll have a Finneon Spotlight Hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. And this Spotlight Hour, the last one of April, will feature Double Catch XP. Then on the next day, on Wednesday, April 28th, we'll have a raid hour from 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. featuring all 3 Incarnate form legendary Pokemon. And finally, the announcement hinted at some kind of snappy event happening at the very end of April into May. And this might be an event to celebrate the Pokemon Snap game release on Nintendo Switch. Maybe this event will feature something cool with photobombs, maybe even shiny Smeargle. Don't get your hopes up too much. I'm just being a little bit optimistic. And that pretty much covers everything happening in April 2021 in Pokemon GO. As always, with every video, I like to give you guys some shiny luck, so here's your daily dose of shiny luck. Remember to comment and like if you appreciate the shiny luck and you're enjoying this video. So some closing reminders, I do have a survey link in the description that gives you the opportunity to let me know what Pokemon GO topics you're interested in seeing videos about from me. Second reminder is to remember to claim your free bundle in the shop every Monday every week. And then lastly, one last reminder, the Team Go Rocket time research in April, the first week of April, from April 1st to April 8th, is a time research, and it does have an expiration date. So make sure you complete your Team Go Rocket time research and get your Super Rocket Radar before April 8th. Let me know which event you're most looking forward to in the comments below. Alright then, thanks for watching. Thank you to my subscribers who continue to stay subscribed to me and continue to engage with my videos whenever I publish them. And if you recently subscribed, thank you for subscribing. So a quick note to my subscribers, I'm thinking about trying a live stream sometime in April. And I essentially want it to be a time when you guys can interact with me a little bit more, ask me questions about Pokemon Go in real time, and I'll answer them back in real time. And maybe we'll just go through my Pokemon storage and clean it out as much as possible, because my Pokemon storage is at 3,999 out of 4,000, the max limit in a Pokemon storage. So that's something I'm willing to explore and try out for you guys. If you're not subscribed yet, hope you got value out of this video, and if you did, please consider subscribing and liking the video. Thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys in the next video.